My song I have about Alzheimer's, Mr. Forgettable.
I know that one really that did something to me. Just listening to
Really?
it. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I love to write about situations like that I feel like most artists don't really write about sometimes. I had a grandpa who passed from it, and it's cool to see the impact of that song and all the other ones.
Hey friends, it's your girl Emily Curl, and right now we're at our iHeartRadio headquarters in New York City, hanging out with David Kushner. David,
Hello.
It's nice to see you.
You too.
You've had a big few days. This has been wild. You are in New York City, of course, and you just played Bowery Ballroom last night. How are you feeling? How was that experience?
Yeah, I feel super blessed and grateful, and by far the loudest crowd so far on the tour.
I can't believe that you're still like up and doing interviews today after like a night like that. I could imagine that was crazy.
Yeah, I went to the gym at like 4 a.m.
Oh my
I
God.
stayed up all night.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the adrenaline?
Yeah, and then I went to bed at 6 and then woke up to do these interviews.
Wow. I'm always curious after a show with an artist, how long does it take for you to like wind down like from performing on stage?
I mean, it kind of depends, but I mean, it usually takes me a while because just the rush after, it'll take some time, like probably a couple hours.
Yeah. Well, you're about to experience that a lot because you also just announced today that you're going on your first U.S. tour, right?
Yeah.
This is the first full tour, which
Yeah,
congratulations,
first
that's
full
huge.
tour. Thank you. I'm super excited. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, some Canadian dates.
Okay.
And then all over the U.S. That'd be cool.
It's so cool. It was fun to see, like, even just like looking on Instagram, the other artists that like we've had at iHeart that are so excited for you. Sam Fisher commented, Anise. Is it cool to have a community of artists that are supporting you and cheering you on like that?
Yeah, it's crazy when they're inspirations of mine as well. You know, for a long time, Sam Fisher I've looked up to, and it's unbelievable. It's cool.
Well, let's talk about for a second your song Daylight that I feel like absolutely just took over the internet. I mean, you could not like scroll on TikTok without seeing it. It was so cool to see. They had such different interpretations of this song. I'm sure that was wild for you to see. Mm-hmm. Take me back to the moment when you first realized, when you posted the song, that it was really picking up steam, that people were relating to it.
Yeah, I wrote the song, teased it, posted it up on my social media platforms, and it took like a couple days, probably like 3, 4, 5 days. And then it started to kind of get some attention. People were making videos to it. I was like, okay, hold up, like something's happening here. And then it just kind of jumped in like 1,000 videos, 5,000 videos a day, and then it like went over 10,000, and then I was like, wow, this is crazy.
Did you know it was a special song? Like when you put it out, were you anticipating anything like this, like the reaction?
When I wrote it, up to teasing it, not really. I just knew I really loved the song, and I don't really like putting expectations on myself or like, oh, maybe this will blow up or like.
Yeah.
I just put it up, and I knew it was strong, and I knew it was a lot different than my other songs, and yeah, it just, you know, here we are now.
Like we said, I feel like so many people use the sound for their videos, and it took on a ton of different meanings. For you, what is like the OG meaning? What does that song represent for you?
Yeah, it's basically this concept of just light and darkness, and how we'll give into things that will bring darkness into our lives, like things we know that aren't good for us, and we should be running towards the light and giving into the things that will shine a light in our lives, and you know, rather than running from it. And it'll stem off my faith too. It's like my cry to God, like my plea. This like light and darkness, which my album I'm working on, it has that like contrast of like good, evil, yin yang, light, darkness. So
that's so interesting. Has religion always been a big part of your life?
Yeah, it's always been like the foundation for myself and my family, and sometimes I love writing like biblical, metaphorical type things. Like I love, you know, pulling poetry from like biblical texts. And
really? Oh, that's so interesting. I was going to ask you about your songwriting process, because I feel like so much of your music, so many of your songs are so personal that it feels like you're exploring like some deeper themes, like you were saying. So it's interesting. So yeah, where else do you find inspiration from, and like what does that process look like?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many artists across the board that inspire me, and that have always inspired me ever since the day I picked up a guitar, and even the day I started writing songs. I love Louis Capaldi, I love Bon Iver, Lumineers, Mumford & Sons. I love Phoenix. Just hearing people's stories too really inspires me, and just like struggles that people have. My song I have about Alzheimer's, Mr. Forgettable. Like
I know that one really that did something to me. Just listening
really?
to it. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, I love to write about situations like that I feel like most artists don't really write about sometimes. I had a grandpa who passed from it, and it's cool to see the impact of that song and all the other ones.
Is family a big part of your life? What do they think of all of this?
Oh yeah, they're blown away just as I am with, you know, all the new things that happen and opportunities, and yeah, very supportive. And my dad's funny. My dad he takes videos of me playing with my nieces and nephews, and then he posts them on his TikTok, and they go viral.
Really? Like behind the scenes?
Yeah,
He's your personal manager?
Yeah, it's literally me just covering my family jewels because my nephew's trying to punch me there, and then it's 100,000 likes.
That's
People are
so funny.
"Oh my gosh, I didn't realize this was David Kushner."
Wait,
What
that's
the heck?
hysterical.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's
I feel
funny.
like you've kind of skyrocketed into fame. What's been the most exciting part of that, and on the opposite, the most challenging part?
It's all the shows and tours I'm planning, and meeting all the new fans. There's just so much good stuff that's crazy, happening so fast. It's hard to keep up with it. But yeah, it's unbelievable. It's so fun.
What about the other side?
Yeah. Sometimes it's hard. For me, yeah. Sometimes I hate, having a lot of attention. Sometimes it's
really?
nerve-wracking on stage, or if I'm meeting fans, or a part of who I am, and just a side of me is I love my seclusion and being by myself and not.
Like an introverted extrovert?
Yeah,
Okay.
sure. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, I guess. But I guess just overall, I'm just saying the attention and
Yeah.
getting used to that.
Having so many people invested in you and your music now, does it change the way that you approach songwriting or putting out stuff now, or what you choose to share in your music?
In a way, for sure, yeah. Yeah, it'll definitely just evolve and progress my songwriting and, change how I view music in a way, and yeah, 100%.
You also mentioned Louis Capaldi earlier, which, by the way, I love y'all's friendship. When did you two first meet? How did you guys meet?
We first met in person. I went to his show. It was the last show, the last proper concert I've been to. It was in LA where I live, at the Greek Theater. First time ever seeing him live too. And then, yeah, we hung out backstage after.
What'd you think of his live show, first of all? Was it amazing?
Unbelievable. Well, it's just a plus when you get to have him as a comedian on the side. He's so funny.
Yeah.
He's so funny. But yeah, I wasn't surprised. Just unbelievable live performances, and yeah, we just hung out backstage after and talked, and yeah, it was super cool.
Okay, last thing I have to ask you about is you have such a distinct voice, as a singing voice. Have you always had it? How did you craft that voice? When you were little and you're singing for your parents, are they whoa, what's happening here?
Yeah, I always sang growing up for fun. After high school, I didn't want to go to college right away, so I got a vocal coach, and because I just knew music was something I loved to do. I knew that I wanted to just give it a go, give it a shot, and I give a lot of credit to my vocal coach, Benjamin. I would commute from, where I lived right outside of Chicago to the city every day with him, and he really helped me develop my sound as an artist.
That's so
and
interesting.
just helped me tap into parts of my voice that I never really discovered before and have even tried doing before, and kind of helping me unveil my low register.
I was about to say, is that what you're talking about? The really, really low note,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what you were
So,
tapping into?
Yeah, he just helped me just discover what my voice can do in its entirety. And I just took that, and he's like, yeah, try and write songs doing this now. It just inspired me to, hear my voice in a deeper register and trying to write songs. I just started writing and just being my authentic self of what I wanted to write, and that's kind of how I explain it.
On that same note, do you still have a vocal coach, and are you trying to reach
Oh,
something
yeah.
new, or are you trying to work on other other moments in your voice?
I mean, I still think I'm not that good of a singer, and
What?
there's so many things I could improve on. Right now, yeah, I'm just meeting with him just for the health of my voice, just because of all the shows I'm doing, and doing exercises, just taking care of my voice, just so I don't damage it.
Do you ever have to do silent periods? We've met some artists that
Oh
do
yeah,
silent
vocal
weeks.
rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. I've never done a full 24-hour vocal rest,
Yeah.
literally not one word. It's coming for sure.
It'll
Yeah.
happen. Well, David, we're so excited for you. So much to look forward to. You said you're working on the album that's coming out.
Yeah, so many more songs, and first 12-song album. Super stoked to release that. I got one more single coming before the album,
Oh,
though.
nice.
It's called Dead Man.
Dead Man.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's coming out around September, so I'm super excited to
Nice.
just keep releasing music.
Well, lots to look forward to. Well, it was so nice to meet you. So great to have you here. Before we let you go, of course, this is iHeartRadio. We love connecting artists to fans. So is there anything that you want to say to all your fans watching, maybe new fans or fans that have been following you for a while? Have the floor. You can say whatever you want to.
I love you guys so much, and thank you for supporting me and my music, and streaming all the old music and the new music, with Daylight, and I'm excited to meet more of you at my shows, and just build more of a connection with you guys. I love you guys. Thank you for changing my life.
It was beautiful. See, that was great. David, you're the best. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you all for watching. Make sure you stream all of David Kushner's music on iHeartRadio, and we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. Did you like that video? You can check out more over here. And don't forget to subscribe to iHeart right here. And if you're already a longtime fan, make sure you ring the bell down below so you don't miss a single video. Bye guys.